Hello Study Squad, it's me Anjy. This feels a bit different because it's been more than 2 months since the last time I actually filmed, because I said everything's about filmed. But this video is time bound and I realised some people have their language speaking exam before Easter, so I thought I'd bring this out now. It's about a month away for the majority of us anyway. Let's get to it. I don't have a script, I'm just being very impromptu. I am talking about AQA predominantly. I used to do Edexcel before I changed exam board, so I have some Edexcel tips. OCR, not a clue. Any other exam board, don't at me. But let's get to it. Roleplay, photo card. Tip number 1, practice. If you're doing a common language, German, Italian, French, Spanish, you have Specimen and you have 2018 available. So you can go on the AQA website and find the teacher booklet. It's vital you find the teacher booklet so you can see what the unseen question is and just prepare what you would say. Just practice with yourself, with an older sibling, with your dog, practice. Because then you'll know, this is what's come up and I'm prepared. If it comes up again, I'm prepared. And you can think, we've never seen a booking a hotel one. And you get yourself prepared for that. Tip number 2, know your vocab. This is so important for speaking and writing in particular, speaking and listening in particular. In reading, you can like work out what's going on. But the exam boards have said,
hey, on our website, that's a list of all the vocab. There's going to be vocab that you don't know that's not on that list in the exam. We're letting you know this. We just want to see how well you cope.
So if you already don't know the vocab they've given you, and there's going to be more vocab that you don't know anyway, you're putting yourself at a bigger disadvantage. She's going to be talking to you about like, qu'est-ce que c'est le chemin. Wow, I just mixed 2 languages, right? What is this? What is that? And you're going to be like, I have no idea, because you don't know the vocab and you don't want to be in a bad position. It also just helps for when you're speaking in general and for your general conversation. Tip number, whatever number we're on now, general conversation. Your teacher should have a list of general conversation questions. They vary from language to language is what I found. For example, in Spanish and Chinese, the questions are very, very similar. But in Chinese and French, the questions are incredibly different. In German and French, the questions are very similar. So make sure you go to your teacher, have a look at what they are, and maybe plan answers. I've planned answers and I'm not going to remember them, but it's been a good way to practice and prepare yourself mentally. It really depends on how much time you have, but make sure you're getting yourself prepared for whatever's going to happen. The next tip is for us people who don't have a previous paper, the character languages who got left behind with the 91 change. Use this as much as possible. Try it, do it differently. Try it, do it differently. We have no resources and I've reused things so many times. And now to the best tip, the most important tip for the photo card. This is where you can flex. With the role play, I think there's actually more importance on the role play in Edexcel because they have more stuff. But for AQA at least, the role play is not where you're getting your marks. You are saying accurate things. That's where they're looking for. Accurate, short, concise, giving them 2 details when they want 2 details, give them verbs, make sure there's always a verb in your response. Get yourself the marks, secure the marks, secure your grade. We're gonna flex in the photo card. I use the PLATOS, P-L-A-T-O-S. Make sure you're taking notes, okay? That's the structure I use. You've seen Squillark, you've seen Seville's, but this is the new one. I'm gonna tell you this and I'm gonna tell you what my French teacher told me, because she got that from an examiner. But I use this method and I get 4 marks in like the speaking. And I have friends who use her method and they also do very well. So it's like your choice. So P is for position. In the background, in the foreground, in the front, in the middle, left, right, center. Where in the photo is the thing, is the subject, is the object. Then L is for location. In the center of this picture there is a woman and she's at a supermarket. A is for action. What's your verb? She's shopping right now. T is for tense. I went shopping last night. That's what this picture reminds me of. O is for opinion. In my opinion, organic food is really good. S is for sparkly phrases. This is for superstructures and things that you will probably be able to find in places like the student room, online, or from your teacher, depending on how many resources they give you. In French and Spanish, we're talking about the superlative. In German, there are set sparkly phrases that I know that my friends use. In Chinese, it's like interesting structures like 在我个人看来, for example, like in my personal opinion. Or different things that will be unique to your language because obviously every language is different. And that's how I do my speakings, and I make sure I go through all of that for this question, and I make sure that for the 2 unseen questions, I'm just guessing. The questions on this one, the woman is shopping, but the question's about employment. So I'm thinking this isn't going to be social issues about how I've donated food to charity. It's going to be about my part-time job. The thing that my French teacher told me is that you get marks for a developed answer, and examiners have said that a developed answer has 3 verbs. So 3 verbs, 3 tenses. Do you see where I'm going with this? Just develop your answers. So this is for the other questions a lot more than the actual picture. What have you done in the past to earn money? In the past, I worked at a bookshop and I read, that's 2 verbs now, I read to little children. Now I no longer work because I'm busy with exams, and in the future I hope to work there again. That's 4 verbs. They can't tell me I haven't developed that, and I've used different tenses as well. So that's pretty much everything I have to say. Anything else, I'll put it in the comments, but those are my advices, my tips. I can't even speak English. I have done like a bunch of languages today, that's my excuse. I hope this video is helpful. I really do. Good luck, like bon chance, buena suerte, like jayo, fighting, everything. Good luck everyone with your speaking exams. I wish you like positivity, linguistic ability. As always, make sure you're wonderful people. Smile, subscribe, study hard, slay hard. So this video is getting long. Bye.